And we are off. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Pit Life Barbecue Podcast, episode 397, coming to you live from the Uncle Steve Shake Studios in Center Bonstead, New Hampshire. It's the podcast where we talk barbecue and a lot of other topics that you normally talk around the pit. Oh, folks, Monday, it is done. It is behind us. We all know we love Mondays, but on the other hand, you can't start the barbecue week without starting on Monday. So here we go. Hope everyone's doing well. I hope everybody enjoyed the game yesterday. I know my team came on the short end of the stick, but it is what it is. You can't win it all, and that's why they play the games. I'm waiting on some wise-ass comments coming from that one. But congratulations to the Seattle Seahawks. Wonderful, strong defensive game played. And yeah, Super Bowl Sunday in the books. So let's get down to it. Tonight's episode brought to you by Uncle Steve Shake. What can I say, folks? You know him, you love him. Uncle Steve's a great guy. He wears all the hats. He's mixing the shake, bottling, labeling, packaging, shipping, checking orders. He's answering emails. He's answering phone calls. He might even email or call you if he has a question about your order. He just wants everything perfect for you. Have a question on maybe some flavor profiles? Give him a call, shoot him an email. He'll have a conversation with you, steer you in the right direction. Always small batch. He takes pride in the freshness. If you order today, it's probably going to get mixed either tomorrow or Wednesday. So when it arrives on your doorstep, it is the freshest it can be. Check him out at UncleSteveShake.com. Follow along on Facebook at Uncle Steve Shake Nation. Uncle Steve Shake shakes them on everything. Also brought to you by Joe's Meat Market, the diamond of Royce City, Texas. Folks, Gabriel and his crew do an amazing job day in, day out, 7 days a week, damn near 365. The protein selection is incredible. You're looking for a specific thickness cut, Gabriel's got you. You're looking for something Gabriel might not carry, he'll work with you to get it in, make your culinary dream come true. Fresh produce brought in daily. For all us back comp guys and backyarders, he's got us covered too. Multiple lines of sauces, seasonings, injections, marinades, including the Joe's Meat Market house line. I believe he said 19 different seasonings for the house line. Incredible. Also carrying Smoky Woods products, splits, chunks, chips, pellets, and charcoal. So get all one-stop shopping. And while you're there, if you're feeling a little hungry, they got you covered. Gabriel's mom's behind the counter whipping up some of the most freshest, authentic cuisine out there. So grab a plate, grab a bowl, sit down with the boys, have a little conversation, make a new friend, and just enjoy life for a little while. So if you're ever in the Royce City area, swing by Joe's Meat Market. Tell them I sent you. And remember, folks, Joe's Meat Market for the win. All right. I know Daddy Dutch was first in. Steven Panza, what's up? Brian Leigh is in there. Joe's Meat Market. Hey, I was just talking about you. Larry Vaughn, afternoon from South Jersey. Uncle Steve, I was just talking about you. And back to Steve Panza. All right, they're slowly coming in. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited about this evening. I have been looking forward to hearing this gentleman's story about his come up in the barbecue world and his rubs and sauces of interesting names and flavors. So, without any further ado, from B.T. Lee's Sauces and Rubs, please welcome Mr. Brian Leigh. Brian, what's up, brother?
Hey, how's it going?
Fantastic. How's everything down in the great state of Kentucky?
It's melted now. We hit 61 today.
61.
61. Yeah, we went from
Ooh.
23 to 61. So it's all gone. Never
Ah,
happened. Never happened.
yes. 61. Oh, we're talking tank top weather.
I know.
I
I know.
like
I
it.
was about to
I
bust
like
bust
it.
out my shorts right there.
No, absolutely. I think today we hit I think maybe 22 for a
Nope.
high.
Nope. Nope.
And apparently more snow coming tomorrow night. And
Mm.
I've had enough. I've
And that
had
is
enough.
exactly why I moved here from Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah.
So we traded.
Nope.
My wife likes to say we traded 180 inches for 8. So
That's an even trade.
yeah, absolutely. I do it every day.
100%. I probably have about 3 feet sitting out here right now. It's like I don't got nowhere to put anymore.
Yeah,
I got to start lighting stuff on fire out there just to make room for the next storm.
I'm not built for
But
that anymore.
yeah, but it is. Well, that's why I had children. Yeah,
That's fair. That's fair.
You got a snowblower? Yep.
Mm-hmm.
2 horsepower, 117 and 116. Get out there.
Get out there. There you go. There you go.
But Brian, thank you, man, for joining me. Yeah, it's been you've been on the list, and finally got the connection on with the obviously the new year, the clean calendar, and our mutual friend Chef Ray Sheehan.
Ray's a great guy.
Ray's awesome.
Love that dude.
Ray's awesome. Ray's been a good, dear friend of mine since the very beginning of when I started this. So, but thank you so much for taking the time this evening to sit down, talk to me, and share your story with everybody.
Thank you for having me. This is an absolute pleasure. Like you said, I've been on your list and you've been on mine. Just ships in the night.
That's it. That's it. So, Brian, let's start out by, an introduction of yourself, how, where you originated, and obviously you said, Cleveland, Ohio area, and down to Kentucky, and then how barbecue come into your life, which led to the sauces and seasonings.
So I was raised in a rural area in Northeast Ohio. Unbeknownst to me, my father, who passed away when I was 4 years old, was like a legendary pit master in the county. He would throw these like lavish, long parties where they would like spit and smoke whatever they had hunted the weeks before, and if they hadn't, then they'd find a boar or get a pig or get a couple suckling pigs, and just they'd post up a kegerator on Wednesday, and everyone would eat on Friday night, and they would just go from Wednesday to Monday morning. Stamina is just incredible, but my roots really kind of begin there. I was just a little dude running around mixing sauces together and forcing people to try it. Most people wouldn't, but this is my first formative memories of doing that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then, as you go, you get into other things. I got into tech for a really long time. I was a programmer for 20 years, and it just, it fades away, right? And my wife, the girlfriend at the time, bought a El Cheapo Brinkman. If you remember those,
Oh yes.
just the small one, right? Just like the $55 thing, and it had a small stack on it. I was like, I think I can do this, So I got the saw out, cut the grate, wrapped some bricks in foil, made a firewall, and I started smoking brisket. First thing I did was a brisket flat.
Ooh, all right.
I torched it. It was terrible. It was so bad. but I took it into work, and my coworkers, who were all like mid 20, early 30s, extremely well paid, giving it all to Arby's, were very enthusiastic about it.
Yeah.
So that kind of just kicked everything off. That was the seed that grew the tree, right? So now I've got sign up sheets happening on Thursday where we're like democratizing what proteins I'm going to smoke for the weekend, right? So like we'll put pork butt on there, they'll have brisket, we'll have wings, and whoever votes for the top one um, basically agreed to buy whatever poundage they put on it every Monday morning. So
Okay.
Friday nights I would go out and source it. Saturday I would start prepping it. I would smoke it on Sunday watching football, and then I bring it in, bag it, tag it, bring it into work. And every Monday morning was like a smokehouse at that place. So, you know, Arby's bottom line got hit real hard and started going to me. And what happened from there is I started getting requests for sauces, and so I started experimenting more with sauces and that kind of stuff. And then that turned into, hey, my mom really liked that sauce. Can I get a gallon of it? Yeah. Hey, what are you doing this weekend? I have a birthday party. You want to cater it? Sure. And then all of a sudden the smokers are getting bigger. The apartment complex is like, what are you doing? You
Yeah.
know, so we kind of all culminated that into what my dear wife likes to call the BT Lee's launch party, which is our wedding. We did a surprise barbecue wedding, and ended up
Oh,
smoking like,
interesting.
yeah, it was like 3 briskets, 16 racks of ribs, 80 pounds in pork butt, you know, 2 trays of macaroni and cheese. It just, we catered the whole thing ourselves. We told everybody that we were having one barbecue for the season, one barbecue for the year, because time is just getting away from me. Whatever. We sold it,
Hmm.
and we said be here at 1 o'clock because by 1:15, I don't know if anything's going to be left. So we sent out all the invites. We got about 75 people showed up. 1 p.m. rolled around. I stood on a table and said, "Hey, we're getting married," and my mom had no idea. Like it was super secret.
Oh,
And then
wow.
then we got married, and we gave away little sauce favors, little 4 ounce containers that are tagged like "Love is stupid" for like the hot, the super hot one, or "Love is
Yeah.
sweet" for the sweet barbecue. And it was all like based on the tomato base style,
Yeah.
and that's kind of how it started for real, or that's how it kind of took root. When we moved down to Kentucky to be closer to my wife's parents,
Hmm.
we decided to start um, 2 businesses. One was a brand identity and design business, which was going to help small businesses and focus on elevating small brands and that kind of stuff. And then BT Lee's to meet people at the farmers market.
Okay.
And BT Lee's kind of took off. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's where
Interesting.
that's where it went. We sold our first bottle of sauce on Cinco de Mayo, or yeah, it was Cinco de Mayo, 2018 was the first legal sale at the farmers market, and then in October of that year, we won our first award, which was first place mustard barbecue at the World Hot Sauce Awards. Um, and then we also placed third in the mild division of the World Hot Sauce Awards, which I think we lost to one Chef Ray Sheehan, who placed first, if I remember right. And that's how I kind of met Ray.
You mean this guy right here?
That guy right there. Yep.
What's up, Ray?
Hey, Ray.
Uh, oh, yeah, I know. Great guy. Great guy. Mike C, what's up? Chef Johnny, what's up? Pat Cullen, what's happening? Obviously, Ray, brother, what's happening? Oh, so that's cool. So So the company really formed around 2017, correct?
Yeah, we LLC'd in 2017 because I was intent on doing it the right way. I guess we didn't go to Copac right away. I got all the certifications necessary to do it all in a commercial kitchen, of which I was the first renter in town. They had a 45-gallon steam kettle, so we went from 10-quart pot to two 20-quart pots to 45-gallon steam kettles once a week
Oh,
for
wow.
like every saw. Like it was flying at that point, but that was super backbreaking, you know. So we decided to co-produce off the sauces to a producer in Northern Kentucky, Louisville.
Oh,
Had
there
to,
you go.
had to,
Oh,
you know.
yeah. There's only so much time in the day.
Yeah,
And
and we run a really
and
lean ship. You know, most of the time
yeah,
it's just me, these hands. You
yeah.
know.
Yep. No, absolutely, absolutely. A lot of work going into it.
Mm. Hmm.
Um, so um, you started playing around with something, and you were saying that you had won the first award of it was a mustard sauce
Hmm.
base. It is. I'm assuming that's the what you titled the Clevelander.
Yeah, it's an homage to my hometown.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a mustard, maple, rosemary barbecue sauce with a base of green chilies, and just knocks it out of the park. Knocks out of the park. That has won, I think, out of all of my, I think 67 awards at this point, which is funny. It's 67. It's for the kids. Uh, the Of all the 67 awards, 25 or 26 of them go to the Clevelander. So
Okay.
yeah, like worldwide mustard championship. We have multiple first places in the Scovies, International Flavor Awards, the World Hot Sauce Awards. Um, yeah, just there's a list. It's long.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, it's
absolutely,
really
absolutely.
good. We started attributing accolades and hugs from that sauce. You know, like how many people are going to hug me in person after they taste it? Like, we got double digits so far
Hey,
on
all
that.
right.
So yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. But what's very you said it's an homage to the hometown and everything.
Mhm.
But when people say barbecue sauce, 99.9999 are thinking, the tomato based.
Right, right.
Why the mustard base right out the gate for the flagship sauce?
Well, we did two sauces at launch. One
Oh,
was
okay.
a Kansas City style St. Louis hybrid. Like there's kind of like right there in between. Um,
Oh.
yeah, it's called our something something sauce.
Hmm.
It's I've always been someone who uses uh, just fun ingredients. You know, like I'm not really run of the mill. So the something something sauce has sumac in it. It's got cinnamon. It's got strong coffee, but it's on that brown sugar tomato base. You know, with Wahio and anchovies, flavored chilies, and green chili base runs through it, and there's a lot of that. So that was the first sauce. I think that was actually the first sauce. The second sauce was the mustard sauce, and that was just
Okay.
me playing around. We
Playing.
released
Yeah.
them at the same time, but I don't know if you've been to any Cleveland sports venues like the Jake or the Muni. I guess it's not that's Progressive Field now or whatever. We
Yeah.
have a mustard that is called Stadium Mustard, which is fantastic. It's like
Okay.
a German Dusseldorf style, but it's really smooth. And
Okay.
and so my mustard sauce is not really anything that you've had more than likely. It's mustardy. You know it's mustardy, but you also get a lot of the undertones. It almost ends up citrusy, super smooth, nice buttery maple on it. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's a
Interesting.
unicorn. I make unicorns. That's what I do.
Yes. Yeah. No. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, before we get into some of the other sauces, and then obviously the rubs, if you are, what is your process of development? You sit down going, okay, I want to come up with something new, and like you said, from the flavors you use are really not traditional, but
Yeah.
they all work well together, mixing this and that, and So, what is your process of? All right, I want to come out with a new sauce line. Where do you start?
So this is gonna sound really like a cheap answer. I kind of just manifest it. Like, so for instance, the magical mop sauce. I think I have a gift where if I
Hmm.
taste something, I can catalog it. Right, like in my
Okay.
brain, I say, okay, this has a place here. Right, and then I have this other gift of finding ways things connect and complement each other.
Hmm.
I used to be a musician for a while, and I like to say that I build all my flavors like I build a chord on a guitar or a piano. You got
All
all
right.
the
Yeah.
yeah, you build them and you figure out what complements each other, and it might not be something that anyone's ever had or something like that, but they hearken it to a familiar memory, but it is unfamiliar. So it's a weird pull to fish in, you
Hmm.
know. Um, Sometimes it just comes like this, like I wake up. I had a shower thought the other day. It was our latest line of salt. Our latest line of products is our finishing salts. We we released that in October of this year. September 15th, I said to my wife, hey, we're going to release a new product in the beginning of October. And she said, what are you doing to me? And because I was in the shower and I had a shower thought, and I was like,
Yeah.
this
No.
is this is it right here. And I saw all the recipes. I saw exactly what was going to happen. I was like, I've got seven of these salts. We're going to trim it down to four, the four of the hottest ones, and then we're just going to roll with it. And I want it for one of our biggest in-person retail shows, and we made it happen. I mean, like, she crushed it out. All the labels were done. We had all the prototypes done. The balancing was done in like 2 days for those.
Oh wow.
I mean that's kind of like the process that happens. I'll get hyper focused on one thing and then I'll go at it and I'll go at it. And then I think I also have another, I guess, superpower to know when it's done. Like to know when I can walk away and be like, this is
Uh huh.
done. This is it. If I screw with this anymore, I'm going to ruin it. I'm going to overdo it, you know. And then we do that, you know.
Interesting. So, like that inner muse, if you will,
Mm-hmm.
just
Yeah.
clicks on, going, "Hey, Brian,
Mm-hmm.
there's work to do," and it
Yeah.
just flows. No, that's
I
interesting.
I kind of spray and pray it into the universe a lot. Like I got tons of ideas, and my business partner and wife, who's downstairs cooking right now, if you can hear her, she we had to come to Jesus moment because I would say, oh, what do you think about a strawberry wasabi blend, or something like that, and she instantly thinks that we have to make it happen now. Like this is an actionable thing, and I'm just spitballing. I just
Yeah.
getting it out of my brain. And so we came up with the term actionable. And so when I called her about the salts, I said, this is actionable. And then she was like, oh, crap. And then there we go.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Interesting. Interesting. But no, sometimes that stuff. I like how you used, musician connection, because you've heard, um, many guitarists, especially, saying how they came up with this riff and that riff. The most famous one I heard was "Can't Get No Satisfaction" by the Rolling Stones, Keith Richards.
Mm-hmm.
They're like,
Mm-hmm.
how'd you come out with that? Just a simple riff. He goes, I kept a tape recorder by my bed because I would wake up in the middle of the night with dreaming a sound.
Yeah.
And then by the time I woke back up, it was gone. So when I have that, I hit record, I grab the guitar next to my bed, I do what's in my head, put it down, and I go back. So I go back to listen to it. There's about 15 seconds of guitar playing, then about 4 hours of snoring.
Yeah.
you
Right.
know,
Right.
but at least it got down on tape. But no, like that, like you were saying, that the stuff just comes to you. With us, obviously backyarders, but the comp guy outside of it, especially, constantly mixing and matching, and
Mm-hmm.
this flavor profile will work great with this one, or ratios of 2 to 1 of this
Yeah.
to 3 to 1 of this, and finding that perfect mixture. So it's very simple. Well, while we're on that one, have you done any competitions, or are you straight?
No.
No. You don't
No.
want, you don't want to dip your toe in that game, do you?
No. I don't want to dip my toe in that game.
No.
I like being married, and I
Mm-hmm.
know that I know that the moment I did anything like that, I would probably hyperfixate on it and just want to keep doing it to master
Mm-hmm.
it, to do the thing, and then it's just that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That's a
Yeah.
lot, you know. Uh,
No, absolutely.
yeah, we this business just demands the time anyway, you know.
Yeah.
So finding it is there. Finding is hard. So no, I have sponsored KCBS competitions here in Bowling Green.
Yeah.
I've got a couple friends that run it. I know Cotton Barbecue down here. He's a food truck. He might make the best brisket in the state of Kentucky. It's Central Texas, very good. He's walked for ribs. He's walked for brisket. I think he took 17th at the Royal this year for
Okay.
ribs. Um, but he does all the competitions. Sometimes I'll talk to him through it and pitch him. He'll use some of my stuff in his blends because no one ever uses a single thing on that. It's all layers.
Yeah.
And although he will enter my sauces in the sauce competitions. He's just like, I had a bottle of it. I just put it in there. I was like, okay, cool. Where'd they come in?
Cool.
Came in second. So
Yeah. No, fucking absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. So, yeah, because I didn't know how you were, and we'll get to, what you do, because when we had first spoken a couple weeks ago in the messenger, you had mentioned you were at doing a demo.
Yeah.
So we'll get into that. But tell me about the jalapeno business, a
Hmm.
mango chili citrus.
Yeah, this was one of those we were really into Indian food at that point. Like that was my hyper focus. We were eating a lot of curries, and I was just exploring the various different ingredients that are used in that portion of the world. Not even just India, but Southeast Asia and all that. And we decided we needed something that was hotter than what we had because we were just mild the whole way through. So I was also really into pickled jalapenos, like severely
Mm-hmm.
still addicted to pickled jalapenos. They're in every day for me. It's a
Yep.
daily driver. So I wanted to create a sauce that highlighted the flavor of the jalapeno without necessarily the erratic heat of a jalapeno, and I wanted it to not be Latin American, but more Southeast Asian, Middle Asian, right? So we decided that we were going to do mango chili citrus on that. So I use an herb, or not an herb. It's a seasoning called Amchor, I think. It's dried green mango skins, so you get the floralness of a mango. You get like the fruitiness without it being sweet, and then you can sweeten it other ways. But medium heat walks in right at the end and then dissipates.
Interesting.
Perfect wings. Great wings.
Oh,
Great shrimp tacos. So good.
oh,
So good.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that one. I'm like, oh man, that just sounds good. Like you can get like you said the mango chili citrus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you have mango chili citrus. You can picture the flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's
exactly
really
no.
good.
That is what I'm trying to say. You can picture the flavor
You picture the
profile,
flavor
the
profile.
sweetness of the mango, the
Mm-hmm.
little kick of the chili, and that zing of a citrus, the
Yep.
acidity,
Yep.
and it just
Works. It works.
yes.
Those are the three notes. It's just funny that sauce actually it's a barbecue sauce. And we like to bill it as a barbecue sauce. Fantastic on fish, great on chicken. I love actually using that as a topper for brisket, like just on the side. Just like a little
Hmm.
dab, because you don't want the sweetness to overpower anything. But that sauce won third place in the mild hot sauce division of Old Boney Mountain hot sauce, hot summer nights. Some one of those years, I don't know what it was,
Yeah.
but like a barbecue sauce took third place in the hot sauce division. So that says something, I think.
No, absolutely, absolutely. No, hands down on that.
Mm.
Hands down. Um, Now the rub line.
Mm.
Oh, first off,
Yeah.
am I missing any of the sauces?
So our magical mop is a harissa inspired Carolina vinegar sauce. So I took like
Okay.
the flavors of North Africa and melded them with like a Lexington dip style Carolina sauce. So like Western North Carolina. And it's my favorite sauce. I could drink half that bottle. It's got the tang, it's got the slightly sour, it's got the slightly sweet, slight heat on it. Um, Goes on everything under the sun.
Yeah.
But it's a traditional mop sauce. If you're doing chicken or you're doing pork, mop it on. Thin layers, build them up,
Yep.
and you'll love it. You'll love it. I do have a fifth sauce that is currently sunsetted. It's discontinued because I can't find a producer. And
Uh-huh.
honestly, if I have to throw money at something, I'm just going to bring out another sauce. So it's a West African peanut sauce, which was spicy. So
Ooh.
it's very good, very spicy. Yeah,
Wow.
I know that's a hard one. That's a hard one to tell and sell.
Yeah.
Um, I can unhide it really fast on the website if you want to take a look at it.
Oh no,
But
that's interesting. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I am nothing if not that. So like
Now, let me ask this.
yeah.
Listening to you just talking with the sauces right now, do you travel quite a bit? Or is it, if you do, it's check this out. But it seems very internationally uh, influenced of the culinary influences, like you were saying, Northern Africa or
Right.
Asia. Is it just like different fusion restaurants you've jumped into, or was it literally traveling to international areas?
So it's not really a lot of travel. It's a lot of research and spice stores and
Hmm.
cuisines and communities and that kind of stuff. Something notorious, which is the West African peanut sauce, was requested by my friend Kalu and his family for his family. They're first generation Nigerian immigrants. His mom and his dad came over here and built a life. So it's based on that's on a street food out of Lagos, Nigeria. And he gave me the spice blend. I was like, okay, I'm gonna play with this. And then I kind of just melded it all together and gave him a half gallon for Thanksgiving, and they killed the whole half gallon at Thanksgiving. So
Ooh.
Right, yeah. But then we got it produced, but peanuts are a hard one.
Yeah,
with all the allergens and all that
stuff.
Allergens,
yeah, true.
I can't make it in the quantities I need it. I can make it far larger quantities, but not. I don't want anything to go to waste. So
yeah, no, absolutely, interesting. Dave LeConte, what's happening, brother? Now the seasoning line.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like I was saying. Yeah, it seems like ever growing something. Where did the something idea come from? It's very simple, but it's to the point. It's stick with what works.
Right.
Now, we have, just hit a couple right off the bat. Something for rubbing, something to beef about, something for spring, something for winter, something for autumn, something for tacos, something to cry about. These how the something. It seems very simple, but it works.
I'm gonna tell you right now that it's the biggest pain in the ass thing we've ever done, but it's so fun. This is our guardrail, right? So we started with the something sauce because someone tried it and they were like, "Oh man, put that. I need a little bit of that something." And I was like, "No, this is a great name for the sauce. It's kind of punny. We'll go from there." And then we just decided that the rubs would be like, well, it's something for rubbing. It's what it is. There it is. You rub the meat with it, and then you smoke it. Perfect. Something to cry about is the hot and spicy version of that.
Yep.
I do have a gap. I need a middle ground right there. But this is the problem, right? You have to find the name in order to release the product. Like it's not, and this is the guardrail on the whole system. Because if I didn't have the constraints of this thing that we have artificially imposed upon us to keep it with the brand and the fun and all that kind of stuff, because that's ultimately we're punny people. It's fun. People look at it on the shelves and they're like, something to talk about. That's hilarious. I'm gonna get that, and then they find out that it's the best herb seasoning they've ever had. And now they can't make chicken and biscuits without it, or chicken dumplings or anything like that. So we have like a standing edict amongst our community. Hey, if you've got a great name, give it to me. And then if I make a product with it, you'll get like a pound of rub out of it. So something to beef about was a contest in Facebook. I said, hey, we've got a steak seasoning coming out. What should we name it? And everyone just started pumping names in there, and it's got to fit the brand. So it can't be like, lascivious or offensive or anything like that, And a guy in Clarksville, Tennessee came up with something to beef about. We loved it. He won it. Got 2 pounds of beef rub. And then we brought it to market. Something to talk about. Someone gave me that name. I did not want to make a taco seasoning. I didn't want to do it because you're fighting against Ortega and Pace and all those ones. The packets. You're fighting against the packets, which are full of crap. They're not good for you. They're not. They're just not worth it ultimately.
No,
You know, you take my
but
taco
they're a
seasoning, you can use a
staple.
tablespoon. Yeah, but they're a staple, right? So
They're
I
a
had to
staple.
figure out how
Everybody
to
knows it.
yeah, I had to figure out how to make a taco seasoning that was up to my standards and fit the name, you know. So we took like the classic American taco night and mixed it with like the Gatemouth region of Louisiana and Texas. So you got some of that slightly Cajun Creole going on. And then we took it down to central Mexico with cinnamon, achiote, dark cocoa powder, and it works fantastically in like every application, you know. And now we got people that text me nonstop. When are you gonna get the big ones back in? I need my fix. So yeah, it's
Hey,
great. It's great.
that's not a bad problem to have.
Not at all.
You know, but we are in the middle of winter here, so we are
Mhm.
coming into different seasons, and and you went with those. So while we're still in winter, let's go with something to winter about.
Okay.
Is if I can read my goddamn chicken scratch,
There you go.
cranberry orange
Yeah, cranberry orange brandy.
brandy. Okay.
So the seasonal line came about because I was bored. I felt like I was getting stale, and my wife said just buy the mixer and just start making seasonals. And I was like, okay, cool. Let's do that. And we first released something for summer, which was a strawberry honey Dijon blend, um, which is people are text me year round on this thing. Uh, Comes out May 1st. We did it for the Portland, Tennessee Strawberry Festival,
Hmm.
and then fall. Fall became a warm apple bourbon, which is everything that you think fall is, you know. But the apple comes out, it's got this burn on the back end of chipotle and caraway, so you kind of taste like you just took a shot of
Shot
bourbon,
of bourbon.
you know.
Yeah.
Um, the original winter was a cocoa espresso chili. It was really dark and like intense coffee cocoa thing, which was great, uh, but it didn't really jive with the holiday season, you know. So we moved that off of the seasonal line, and that will become a mainline staple the moment we find a name for it. Just waiting on a name. And then the cranberry orange brandy was what replaced it because we wanted something that was more seasonal, something more holiday, you know. So this is man, it's all those flavors. It's all those flavors. It's Christmas in a bottle. It tastes like Christmas feels, you know.
Okay. Okay.
It's
Yeah.
yeah,
Following.
absolutely smells
Yeah.
like it, tastes like it. It's the whole thing. Like you could throw this thing in a punch bowl and flavor the punch bowl, and it would be great. Fantastic pork chops and turkey and goose and like it all those holiday things. But we made cookies with it first because we tasted it. I was like, this is screaming for snickerdoodles,
Mm-hmm.
screaming for it. So we did that.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Interesting.
it's taken off like wildfire. That one is there because there were a lot of holiday drinks that were rimmed with it this year. You know, like a cranberry old fashioned scenario where
Yeah.
you got a rim on the outside. Perfect for it. Perfect for it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Tom's Food Factory. Tom, you're late. Just saying. Hey, late. Just got into Asheville, North Carolina. Okay, you've been traveling. You're excused. Absolutely, absolutely. They're on my ass every week, Brian.
Every
If
week.
I'm if
Well, I
when
mean,
I'm late, Tom and Dutch, they don't let me forget it. Oh Christ! So
you got
that one
people
that
looking
one
out for
felt
you
good.
though. You know,
Yeah,
you got
a
people looking
hundred
out for you.
percent, 100%. But that
You
one
could
just
you could
felt
ask for
good.
less.
uh, but no, like I said, the lines you got in the flavor profiles, the creativity, and like you're
Mhm.
saying, you're mixing and matching and stuff, and it just works. Like the spring is an Asian lemon.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Okay,
a
yeah.
it's a take on lemon pepper. I have it because we're about to release it again. So it's like an Asian kitchen sink rub. It's so close to so many different cuisines down there
Hmm.
that like you could add brown sugar to it and marinate beef and make bulgogi. You can add it to peanut butter with fish sauce, soy sauce, and make a great pad thai. Like there's just it's very close. It's very close on so many things, but it's got that spicy mala Szechuan peppercorn thing going on. Szechuan peppercorn and Korean chili flakes. You know, that's good. It might be moving to the main line. It might be moving to
Yep.
the main line, and we may end up doing something like a mojo pork rub, or you know Cuban, Caribbean, Haitian vibe thing going on that's bouncing around
Ooh.
my head right now. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in this. Just got to
Oh.
get out. It's just got to get
Yeah.
out. You know.
Yeah. No. 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 Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, that's interesting. That's fantastic.
Yeah,
Oh
I
man.
we like the whole thing with BT Lees is I want it to be familiar. I want it to be usable. I want it to be accessible to everybody that cooks. Right. So that's why we're vegan friendly. That's why we're gluten free. That's why we're you know no seed oils anymore. No MSG. I don't want there to be a barrier for you to pick it up.
Hmm.
Right. I want you to enjoy your food just the same way everyone else does. And I want you to say, wow, that was really, really amazing. And that is completely different from all this other stuff that's out there, but also really feels like a nostalgic thing.
Yeah.
And it's a hard thing to nail, but we've been nailing it. So we'll keep nailing
No.
it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Just like you said, just keep getting them ideas out, man.
Yeah.
I love the process. I love
Yeah.
it. I love it. Now let's go back to when I had mentioned a couple minutes ago. When we had first spoken about setting everything up. You were at a demo. Is
Mhm.
that what you do? Really weekend in, weekend out. Different festivals, farmers markets. Because you were doing demos. So is that for a local grocer, local hardware store, if you will, doing demos of products,
Yep.
their products with yours?
Yeah, so that was at my local butcher shop here in town, who, fantastic family run business. They're like family to me. They
Hmm.
just kind of let me do whatever I want to do, and I just kind of help them sell whatever they need to sell, and so this last weekend it was pork belly burnt ends we were doing, but I was doing them in an air fryer because that's accessible to everybody.
Hmm.
So we used the Clevelander and we used something for oven, and they made a bundle with the pork belly. They were cutting it to order, in 2 pound increments, and we were just doing that, serving up people, making the community happy, But I do travel to various grocery locations and places that want me to do demos, to sell it. We do a lot of festivals too, uh, but I would love to do less of those if I could
Yeah.
get away with it. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Um, like March, there's no green grass in March. It's all pavement.
Yeah.
Every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm somewhere,
No.
and actually, my wife is somewhere too. So you know, it doesn't stop down here. Like
Yeah.
these shows go up until about December 15th, and then they start back up on March 1st. Or
Oh, no kidding.
yeah, yeah. Like I don't know who did it, right? I don't know how they figured this out, but like northern Nashville area, where we're about 45 minutes hour out of Nashville.
Okay.
I think all the little towns got together and they were like, okay, when do you want to have your farmers market? And so you could literally go sell if you wanted to Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Like those are markets that are up from
Oh
like
wow.
May 1st to November, you know. Like that's I've got friends that just pound those markets and that's how they make all their money, on their brand, you know.
Wow. Interesting. Yeah.
Gets hot
Yeah.
though.
Oh, for sure. I can imagine. You
Yeah.
know. Now, when you're doing these demos, obviously, like you were saying, this past one was, pork belly and everything. But
Hmm.
meaning, that was at the butcher shop. But if you were at a festival or a farmer's market, how do you go about deciding, I suppose, the sample menu? To
So
incorporate, I suppose, as much of your line as possible,
in the
but also
beginning,
not breaking the bank having
yeah, yeah.
a
But that was
buffet out there.
a tough question. In the beginning, we did pulled pork, right? Which turned into pulled chicken, which turned into neither of those. So we just started doing sauces on spoons,
Hmm.
and then we would bake our spice blends onto crackers the night before. And so people could taste the cracker, and then everyone's like, I'm loving these crackers. But the glaring problem there is that we are technically vegan. So pork and chicken are out. They can't taste it,
Hmm.
right? We are gluten free. So crackers were out. So we can no longer do that. So we started doing popcorn for our spice
Okay.
blends. And that turned into I would buy a bag of this popcorn. And then that turned into us releasing popcorn as an actual product. Partnered with my good friend Mark out of Big Popcorn in Portland, Tennessee. He might make the best caramel corn I've ever had in my entire life.
Oh,
And this is not just me propping up my friend. He's a great friend, but it's legit review.
legit
Um,
for the.
so he was like, "Yeah, man, I'll make your popcorn for you." So we were wholesaling it through him and all that kind of stuff. But then people started thinking we were a popcorn company instead of you know
Season size.
the
Yeah.
seasoning sauce. Is this for popcorn? No, no, no. I mean, can be sure, but it's not a thing. So we ended up that and shelf life issues, and timing and stuff like that. It was just more. It was hard to keep it up. So we ended up shelving it. So now we have sample containers that you can smell, or we can put some on a spoon for you, or something like that. Like I'm trying to keep it as pure as possible.
Yeah.
Like I don't want it to be, well, you smoked that pork butt, it was really good, but it's not what the product is. So spoons for sauces, samples for seasonings and salts, and smell goes a long way. They
Hmm.
smell it and they're like, oh yeah, and they can put two and two together on that. And sometimes I'll get like fun and creative, and I'll be like, hey, you want to see how I do my wings? And I'll make the wing concoction on the spoon and hand it to them, and then you know that's
Oh, there you go.
yeah. So I mix the seasonings and the sauces together, and
Okay. Yeah.
that so they can see the mix and match and how it all plays together. Um, but we found that over the years here, we've transitioned from doing like live cooking demos at markets to having people self sample at markets, and that's we've done that. We've got a container that says clean spoons. We've got a trash can, real big, real clear, it says dirty spoons, and the squeeze bottles are on the shelf right next to a call out card. They can pull them right off the shelf, read the call out card, look at the bottle, make their own mind up. I don't, because, when you had like six products, it was great to be able to talk your way through the whole line to somebody. But when
Yeah.
you're sitting at 5 sauces, 7 mainline blends, 4 seasonals, 4 salt, like it's, you
Too
know,
much. Too much. Oh yeah.
my budget for halls can't handle that,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, and
So,
especially if you get in a rush because you're talking to someone who's taking the time to come up and check out your products, and so you're giving them attention. Then a couple
mhm.
other people come by and oh well, they're not getting any attention. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
It's a lot of you getting pulled in many directions from that other side of the table, and you don't want to spend too much with somebody and not enough with somebody else. But no, that self sample, that's nice. I know a few
it's
people
worked.
who
It's
do
worked
that.
out.
Who do
Yeah.
that? I know my friend. I don't know. If you guys have ever might have possibly crossed paths. My friend Rich from Big Rich's House of Hot Sauce
Mm.
up here in Massachusetts. Um, he has he's got two locations, one in Winchester, and one in Beverly, and it's all hot sauces, and
Hmm.
his own lines of barbecue sauces, but he's got the giant table in the center of both locations with
Yeah.
all the sample bottles. So
Yep.
if him and his staff are with people, it doesn't stop. You can
Yeah.
go up and just spoons and taste whatever you want. Go, okay, that's a little too much, or this is interesting. The sound of it, you can do that. But that it seems that sample, that the sample play works
Yeah,
very,
it was
very,
birthed
very
out of
much.
necessity because
Yeah,
you have a bottleneck for sale, because we are a brand. The whole goal is to sell the product. Like that's the goal. So you have a bottleneck for sale, and if you're sampling, I was sampling to crowds of like 20 people. There were spoons just you know out there, and I'm like, this is this, and I'm just yelling. Actually had I had like one of those amplifiers at one
yeah,
point, like the ShamWow guy, you
yeah,
know.
yeah,
And I was just pitching to the whole crowd, and it got ridiculous because some of these shows that we do, like Bardstown Arts in Bardstown, Kentucky, it's the bourbon capital of the world. They have this this craft festival on a Saturday and Sunday, and second week of October, gorgeous 65 to 75 degrees, usually crystal clear skies. We will see 130,000 fucking people
wow,
roll through that. And
holy shit,
that was like, if you go on my social and you check out some of the booths that we've done, you'll see that this is it's two tents, two 10 by 10 tents, and we line the back with shelves, and all the call outs are there, and everything like that. And people just, they grab a cart, they grab a basket, and they just fill it up. And then we have like a whole, like it's a mobile storefront basically, checkout line. I got 3 people in that booth, and we're all just hustling for 2 days straight. Had to happen. Had to happen.
yeah,
You know. So those are the kind of shows that we do. Those are like that, Nashville Christmas Village, and a lot of these vintage market days and larger style shows where you just see a shit ton of people.
yeah,
Just tons of bodies, and some of them don't want to talk to you. Some of them don't want to talk to you. So
yeah.
you don't have to talk to me. You can read. Some of them
Yeah.
can't read and want to talk to you. So
No, yeah, no, you get it all. But no,
you
that
get it
that's
all.
awesome. That's awesome. But yeah, no, because with the sample setups, I love those because just like you, I like to tinker.
Yeah,
Let
yeah,
me add a drop of this, a drop of that, see where this goes, and
yeah.
next thing you know, oh boy, we're
Yep,
off to
yep.
the races. That's interesting. And then, like you saying, you're dealing with that many people at some of these events, week in, week out, and Yeah, born out of necessity.
Yeah,
You know,
and you get your
and,
elevator pitch
and
down real fast.
yeah,
You know.
and it works out for you.
Yeah, yeah, it does, and I
So
enjoy it. I enjoy it. I like being on the floor. You know, I like talking to people. I like seeing what they're going to do with it. I like seeing their face when they try it. You know, almost as much as I like creating the stuff.
yeah,
But
no,
and the demos are different. Like if I'm doing a grocery store demo, because then I just focus on a couple products, and I'll usually do something like last time I was at Jungle Gyms in Cincinnati, we did black bean taco bites with jalapeno business crema on top of it. So I made the crema, I made the black beans, and we just were shoveling them out. You know, little
yeah,
Tostito scoops. People were just like, "Oh, this is great. These two products. Yep." Picked it up, walked. You know,
no, interesting. Um,
they're really good.
are there any festivals or things that are a must on your calendar every year?
That Bardstown
That's
show is a must on my calendar every year. Like that's definitely I won't miss that, and I won't miss the Portland Strawberry Festival. Those are two things that I it's too fun.
yeah.
It's too fun, you know. That you're you're in. I don't know. Have you ever been to the Bardstown section of Kentucky at all?
I don't actually think I've ever been to Kentucky.
Oh man, it might be the most beautiful place on the planet. And I'm not homing, not being a
Yeah,
homer
yeah,
here,
yeah,
but I'm just saying like there are some breathtaking views down there. And if you love bourbon, there's just so much of it.
yeah.
So much of it, you know. Um, so that Bardstown is the bourbon capital of the world. They've got, I don't know, something like 12 or 20 distilleries in that town, and you can hop them all, you know.
Wow.
And like they do the bourbon festival there and all that jazz. But that's one I won't miss. Nashville Christmas Village is another one. It's the only show I've ever been at where the opening day they tailgate for it. Like you can
Whoa.
see, yeah, you can. It's down at like the Geodis Park region of Nashville where the soccer is. It's fairgrounds
Okay.
racetrack, and you can see like all of these um, uh, gangs of females, right? All dressed like they're in a gang, like they're all wearing the exact same thing, and their SUVs popped open the back. They got a tent out. They got wine. They got like they're just doing the whole thing before it even kicks off at like 8 a.m. in the morning. And
Oh
it's
wow.
it's amazing. It's amazing. It's so good. You know, we actually missed that one this year, this last year due to scheduling conflicts, and I couldn't. I hated it. I hated it. I just wanted to be there. You know, it's just
Oh,
fun. It's just fun.
nice.
I just tailgating for a shopping event. That's just great.
That's wild. That's
Yeah,
wild. But oh yeah, no. What you're dealing with serious business
it's
when the
serious.
women break out the tents, the tables, the wine for
Yep, yep.
for like you said a shopping event. Things are about to
Because
get real quick.
real quick, like literally, they are there a couple hours early. They're just getting all nice before going in there, and you know, there's bars all over the place in that place too, so you can just keep it going, and they do.
Oh,
You know,
oh my God! Now I definitely got to come down. Oh, I gotta check that out. I'd have a blast.
yeah.
Oh,
Well,
that's
Nashville's a fun city.
fantastic. Yeah.
Nashville's a fun city if you're into that kind of thing.
No. Oh,
You'll do it a couple times before you get sick of it, but it's fun.
oh, 100%, 100%, brother. Now, I store locations.
Mm,
Are
a
you
lot.
in stores, larger stores, more so mom and pops, butcheries, things like that?
Yes, yes. So we are in an ever growing number of Ace Hardwares across the country.
Okay.
So there's a bunch in Texas, Missouri. We're about to pick up a bunch in Michigan. We are in all over Kentucky, obviously. Last most of our retail outlets are mom and pops, boutiques, small grocery chains, um, specialty stores, that kind of stuff. Although we are potentially going to be in Kroger here shortly. I'm waiting for the first order,
Hmm.
um, regionally, and then Maya regionally too. We're waiting for that, you know. But yeah, it's been fun. Couple distributors. I don't like. I haven't been working with like the large people.
Hmm.
It's I like the small guys
Yep.
that are just like, hey, do you have this? Yeah, I do. Cool. I'm gonna come pick it up. All right. Cool. Here's a check. Like that kind of thing. I know that that's probably a short-lived thing, because we're
Yeah.
going to end up having to go to the largers eventually here
Yeah.
with the way this is going. But as it is now, I just enjoy talking to Steve when he shows up, and the
Yep.
guy's name's also Steve, so it's funny. But like, yeah, that's fun. 280 locations nationwide. We have a store retail locator on our website that
Okay.
shows you all the little pinpricks
Good. Good. Good.
of where we're
Awesome.
at. Yeah,
No,
the
that's
West Coast
that's
has loved us. Actually, we've been picking up stores in California and Washington State like crazy, um, which is great.
yeah.
Fun fact: it's cheaper for me to ship to California from where I am than it is for me to ship to New Jersey.
Really?
Yeah, really, for real. Y'all got that toll system up there that's just killing it, man.
Oh
I
yeah.
think it's that Pennsylvania Turnpike.
Hmm. No, yeah, that'll do it. No,
I think
yeah,
that does it. Yeah.
oh, that's wild. That's
It it
wild.
is it is it is really wild because you're talking about like 2,000 miles versus you
Yeah,
know 1,200 miles or whatever,
yeah,
2,500 miles, and they're just, yeah, there it is. You can get
that's
that thing to San Diego and San Francisco for significantly cheaper
cheaper.
than I
Yeah.
can to New York City.
Oh,
So
forget New York City. Oh,
yeah, no doubt, no
no,
doubt.
I think one of the tolls there's got to be up around $100 a day now.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Well,
getting
even
crazy.
I shipped to there's a barbecue shop up in Rochester, New York, Rock Barbecue. George from Rock Barbecue, fantastic guy, knows what he's doing.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
good dude, solid individual. Uh, we He was one of my affiliates before he decided to make a barbecue store, and he sells the crap out of me up there. And like we're his best selling barbecue rub in the store, you know. And I'd like to say that that's a unique thing, but it's in a few places. Once you try our barbecue rub versus some of the others, you notice the difference. You see it.
Yeah.
But like even shipping to him is more expensive than me shipping to like Texas. So shipping kills everything. I
Oh
wish it
yeah.
didn't.
Yep. No, but that's part of it, I suppose.
Absolutely is.
No,
The business changes every 6 months. It feels like, you know.
that's it. Something this happens, that happens, and oh shit, here we go. But no, that's cool. So yeah, folks, check out the website and a store locator near you, or well, if you're there on the website, just make it easy. Order on the website.
Yeah, order on the website. We got a code for you
I'm no genius, but we
if you
got
use
codes. We like codes.
Pit Life Barbecue at checkout, 25% off. We do free shipping on orders over $50. So yeah, you want to dip your toe into something gourmet? Here we go. I'm not saying that it's going to change your life, but it might. It might.
No, absolutely, absolutely.
We
Like you said,
still got we still got some autumns left. We still got some winters left. Once they're gone, they're gone. So if you're into it and you wanna do it to it.
no,
BTlees.com.
absolutely, folks. Check all that out. Take advantage of that. We are in mid-February. You know what that means. It is at least my area. It's right around the corner, baby. Now, granted, I don't stop.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm still thawing out from cooking them wings yesterday at 6 degrees with a -15 wind chill. And yes, I'm a New England dumbass, and I'm in shorts all year long. So I'm out there with a winter hat, a hoodie, and a pair of basketball shorts.
Yeah. I mean, that's the uniform.
That's it. That's
That's
it.
the uniform. You got to have a hoodie.
It got a bit chilly, but yeah. So I'm at it all year, and there's a lot of us who are. But
Yeah.
for the, not to be insulting, but not so diehards, I suppose. Those who do believe in a grilling and barbecue season, it's right around the corner, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, this white shit's gonna disappear,
That's true.
and
That's
you can
true.
break everything out. Especially if you have two teenagers, and so make sure that the garage is always clear so I can get the big smoker out.
Yeah.
Just saying.
And I mean,
Just
we're not
saying.
just a barbecue company. We
Yeah.
do everything is like my recipe section is loaded with just things, because if you're going to do barbecue, like we have the requisite smoked St. Louis ribs, smoked brisket, we've got all those methods out there, but you can find answers to that,
Yeah.
but what happens if you want a creamy cucumber dip? Well, we got that. Like we got the ranch dressing, like we were talking before.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of stuff. Like we've got recipes for days that are not smoker centric at all.
Yeah.
Like the pork belly burn ends I did in the air fryer. They're great.
Yeah. So culinary multi-purpose.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Very versatile. Whether it's on a grill or on a smoker, in the kitchen, like you were saying, air fryer, oven, the whole nine. You can, the flavors. It's all about the flavors.
All about the flavors.
Brian, you have some incredible stuff here, and like I said, the flavors are definitely outside that box. Dare I say a bit mad scientisty, as
Maybe.
a complete compliment.
Maybe that might be accurate.
But there's nothing wrong with that. But the birth of these things, and clearly your passion on flavor profiles in what you do definitely jumps out into the forefront. Continued success with everything. Now, where can I appreciate you giving me your time.
Mm-hmm.
We're a bit over an hour. I don't want to keep you all night, even though we could figure out shit to talk to. But we can also save that for a part two.
There you go.
We need to save that for a part two. Where can everybody find you social media wise, websites, the whole nine?
So if you go to btlees.com/info, that should take you to a page that has all of it. From TikTok to Instagram to YouTube to Pinterest to LinkedIn to my time on PBS as a contestant on the Great American Recipe to there's a lot out there.
Yeah.
Social media channels are like prolific. So,
Yeah.
but we've got
Yeah.
them
No.
all. Almost all of them are at BT Lee's.
Okay.
Yep,
Very good.
right
Very
there
good.
at BT Lee's. Yeah,
Awesome. Awesome, brother. Like I said, thank you for your time. It was so great to hear
thank
your
you.
story, to hear your journey. Oh, there it is. Thank you, Dutch, for the YouTube link right there. And see, Brian, this is the shit I'm talking about. Mags equals butter knife in the slicing knife drawer. Thank you, Dutch. I don't care if I'm the butter knife in the slicing knife drawer. With enough pressure, I still get the job done.
Right.
I'll still get through. Ah, yep. Thank you, Dutch. But yeah, Brian, thank you so much, brother. It's been an
Absolutely.
absolute pleasure. We are definitely going to
Absolutely.
do this again.
100%.
You know, and we'll next time we'll do a recipe show. We'll dive into
Yeah.
the different
Yeah.
recipes of the seasonings and all that stuff.
There's a
Let's
lot.
work. Let's work on a date for that while it's fresh.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
There's
maybe
there's a lot.
beginning
I
of
think
summer or so when
I think
everything
we've
really
got
kicks
the
off.
I think we've got the first, like, if you search beef tips with mushrooms, I think our recipe comes up first on the internet.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. No, there's like the amount of traffic that we get is absurd. They just need to be pulling the trigger and buying stuff, you know. But yeah, I will
Yeah,
gladly do that because we
yeah,
got for days, for days.
yeah. Let's do that. I'll look at the calendar. We'll get something maybe end of spring, beginning of summer, and we'll
Perfect.
get something on the books. And yeah, oh yeah, an entire recipe show. I love it.
That
I
sounds great.
love it.
That
No,
sounds great.
absolutely. But like I said, Brian, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate the time,
I
and
appreciate you.
you know, looking forward to the recipe show.
Yeah, that
Oh
sounds like a great
yes,
idea.
this is fantastic.
Absolutely.
Every once in a while, I have one of
You
these. Ooh,
know,
I'm
you
shocking
know,
myself
it
right now.
just it has to get out. It's
It
got to get
has to
out.
get out. It has to get out. But give me 1 second, Brian. I'll jump right back in with you. Let me just close this out. Oh, guys, thank you all for tuning in. Great story, great company, interesting flavor profiles on the products between the sauces and in the seasonings. Check them out. And like Brian said, gracious enough to give us a promo code of Pit Life BBQ for 25% off. Go check that out. Now, little program note change. Next Monday, President's Day, there will be no live show because we are kicking the live show back to Saturday night. So this coming Saturday night, due to scheduling conflicts, we have another gentleman I've been crossing in the paths and just could never get it done, but we have it. Mr. Ricky Farmer of Meat Stall Barbecue and the Stall Gang, coming to us live from his hometown of San Diego, California. So we're going to be talking with Ricky this coming Saturday night. So yeah, it's going to be tough, but you know, if you guys can sneak away from the wives and the girlfriends, I know it's Valentine's Day, but we're better to spend Valentine's Day with right here with me and Ricky. It'll be great. We'll have Pit Life family and the Stall Gang all in one spot. Watch out now. Watch out. So, yes, this next week's show will be this Saturday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Pacific. Do not be a smartass anyone and ask me what Hawaii time will be. Figure that shit out on your own. I'm lucky I could -3 there for our West Coast times. But yeah, folks, Ricky Farmer this Saturday. We'll get into it with him. He's been doing a lot of traveling and cooking everywhere lately, so we'll do that. But thank you all for tuning in. Catch the video on Facebook and YouTube. On YouTube, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. Get all the episodes right at your fingertips. Like I said, Facebook is starting to delete the live videos after 30 days. But thanks to YouTube, they're all there. Every single one of them. Not to go anywhere unless the channel gets deleted, which ain't happening in my lifetime anyway. So go to Facebook, hit that subscribe button. You got them all. Audio, wherever you find them. Apple, Spotify, Spreaker, Stitcher, iHeart, the whole nine. Audio podcast platform, I'm on it. Questions and comments, please send them to pitlifebbqpodcast@gmail.com. Like always, subscribe, rate, and review. Hit that share button. And until Saturday, keep the smoke rolling.